Mars Pathfinder by Lyla End period. The Mars Pathfinder mission had two important pieces of equipment, the rover and the lander. The rover's name was Sojourner in honor of Sojourner Truth, a 19th century civil rights activist. The lander of the mission is named Carl Sagan, after Carl Sagan, the famous astronomist. The goal of the mission was to show that there was a low-cost way of delivering scientific devices and a free-ranging rover to Mars, to determine whether life ever could exist on Mars, the climate of Mars, the geologic of Mars, and to prepare for human exploration. This mission was successful. The scientists of the mission learned that scientific devices can examine the Martian atmosphere, the climate of Mars, and the geologic and composition of its rocks and soil. As the spacecraft traveled across Mars, it collected pebbles and other materials. It tracked its own landing location and Mars pole rotation. Scientists also learned that Mars is more like Earth, and because of this mission, one day Mars could be another place where we could live. Now we are more prepared to go up to Mars. The mission launched on December 4th, 1996, and landed on the Red Planet on July 4th, 1997. It took 7 months for the mission to get to Mars. September 27th, 1997 was the end of the mission. The mission took place 20 years ago. The mission, Mars Pathfinder, went to the red planet Mars. The mission landed on the northern hemisphere of Mars. The mission successfully came back on Earth and now is in the Museum of Udvar-Hazy in Washington, D.C. NASA's Mars Exploration Program sent out the Mars Pathfinder to Mars. There were no astronauts included with this mission. The most recognized scientist of the mission is Dr. Matthew Golombek, and he has been a scientist for the Mars Pathfinder since January 1994. The mission of the Mars Pathfinder was approximately $265 million. Most of the money went to the construction of the lander, Carl Sagan, and that was about $150 million. The rover, Sojourner, was about $25 million. This is including the launch and operations. Sojourner is a 6-wheeled vehicle, and it is 280 millimeters high and 630 millimeters long. Rather than using rockets to touch down on the surface, NASA decided to use cocoon of airbags instead. 5 fun facts about this mission. The rovers collected a football length of field information. Sojourner wasn't much bigger than a microwave oven, but it was the first rover to move across Mars. Engineers at NASA designed the rover to roll over obstacles up to 25 inches high and travel about 660 feet per day. Sojourner and Carl Sagan outlived their primary design life. The rover collected over 55 images of Mars and brought back 16,490 materials back to Earth from Mars.